I have a brand new tasting video for y'all. And I'm really excited because it's Starbucks! The temple of the basic bitches. No, I'm just kidding. I love Starbucks. Okay, well, let me be honest. I hate coffee. A lot of y'all are like cringing right now, but it is disgusting. I have such a delicate palate, and coffee and tea and like alcohol, it's all too much for me. Give me a diet soda with tons of chemicals in it, I'm good. But when it comes to coffee, it's like, it attacks my taste buds. But I love Starbucks. This is not sponsored, but I do love Starbucks. I just always get the drinks that don't have coffee in them, like vanilla frappuccino, strawberry frappuccino, and those always slay me. So I'm a big Starbucks fan, y'all. Also, I am obsessed with their cake pops. Pop it in my mouth, pop it in my ass. Something about the texture of them just sends tingles down my spine. It's a beautiful experience. But the truth is, I have not tried most of Starbucks foods. I have had a few little pastries here and there, but that's about it. So I thought for this video, why not get the whole Starbucks food menu and taste it all? Obviously, I couldn't get the whole menu because that's just way too expensive, but I did get like almost $100 worth of food. I got salty foods, lunches, sweet foods, pastries, breakfasts, desserts, cake pops, everything. So I think this video is gonna be a whole lot of fun. In a second, I'm gonna show y'all what I got, but before we do that, hit that subscribe button to become a juicy tomato, and I'm on Cameo. So if you wanna get a selfie style video for yourself or a friend from me, cameo.com/Timmy. Tomato, link is at the top of the description. So let's see what I got. So we got, when I saw this on the menu, the fancy French person inside of me jumped out and clicked order. Croissants are so good. And then I got, oh my gosh, y'all. It's so soft and pretty. I think this is the banana nut bread. I have tried this before from Starbucks. It is amazing. But I don't buy things like this often because I try to watch my figure when I'm not filming, because I eat so much shit when I film. Oh my gosh, y'all, we have the old-fashioned glazed donut. That is a beautiful hole. It's actually gaping. Dunkin' has tighter holes. This is a hole that a cake pop has been through. I got a bunch of sandwiches too, which are super warm and toasty right now. A lot of people don't know this, I don't think, because no one talks about it, but Starbucks has like hot sandwiches you can get. This one is the tomato mozzarella panini. Oh my god, it's so warm. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, I see a lot of pesto sauce. Oh, that looks good. That looks kind of like diarrhea, but also looks real good. I'm just joking, but it looks and smells amazing. Then we have the bacon sauce vos. It's called sauce vos. Sauce vos egg bites. So it's like these little omelets that are in like circles. I have had these before a long time ago, and I remember being snatched by them, but I don't really remember how they taste, so I'm excited. Okay, here we have another sandwich. This is the chicken bacon panini, I think. So, oh my god. They look small, but let me tell y'all, they are so heavy. This is like lifting a damn weight. So you can work off all this food you're about to eat. Yeah. Let me just say, this bacon looks so real and so amazing. And it smells good. It doesn't look like there's a lot on this sandwich. I just see like chicken and bacon, but it could be really good. We'll just have to see. Next item, y'all. I think these are more egg bites. These are the ham and cheese ones. I have never had these ones. They're like ham, cheese, and peppers, I think. These ones smell the best. They actually smell just like pizza for some reason. Like Pizza Hut pizza, specifically. And here is the ham and Swiss panini. Oh. Got kind of stuck. Oh, is that paper on it? I think that's some paper on the cheese. That's okay, y'all. Eating paper is like eating trees. It's vegan. I'm just kidding, that was a joke. Do not eat paper. It's not good for you. So this is the ham and cheese one. It smells really good, really like toasty. I just see a lot of ham. Y'all, I don't see a lot of toppings on these sandwiches. That's a little worrying for me because you guys know that on burgers and on sandwiches, I really cherish the toppings because like tomatoes, lettuce, pickles, things like that, they add a certain needed freshness to the meat, because when it's just meat, then it's too much meat, you know? And so I'm not gonna prejudge. I just hope that the sandwiches are good. Now this is, oh, this is the breakfast sandwich, y'all. This is bacon and Gouda and egg, I think. Smells so good, y'all. All their bread is like really crusty, but in like a good way, and like a rustic, like this bread was made by a farmer in Italy. And the bread starts talking to you. It's like, ciao bella, bellissima. Oh my gosh, more sweet stuff, y'all. So this is the lemon loaf. Ooh, they gave me a thick slice too, y'all. That is fire compared to my ass. Okay, it's still not as thick, but it's fire. I have had this before many times, and it is Oh, and then we have the chocolate brownie. It looks really good. It looks like any normal brownie. I'm glad that the edges don't look dried or like burnt because I hate a brownie with burnt edges and a burnt bottom. People that say, oh my gosh, can I have the corner piece? Oh, I just love the flavor of burnt. I don't get people that like crusty corner pieces of brownies. The center is where it's at. And if you don't know that, I don't know you. And then we have, oh y'all, we have the confetti cookie. This is like a sugar cookie. I have actually never had it in my life. And it's dipped in this like white chocolate stuff or frosting or something like that. Looks so good, y'all. We have the 2 cake pops in here. This is the chocolate cake pop and the birthday cake pop. I wanted to stick with like the main flavors because sometimes like the specialty cake pops aren't as good, I feel. And then last but not least, we have the cheese Danish, which I have had many times, y'all. But I actually haven't had it in probably like 6 months, so I'm so excited to eat this. Spoiler alert, it's probably my favorite cheese Danish ever. So I think that's it. Did they get everything right? Wait, hold on, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wow! Starbucks. Slated, they got every single thing correct. And y'all know that is rare because I get a lot of items all at once and it isn't like someone's fault if they get something wrong. I'm sure it gets confusing for them to like keep track of everything. So I'm very impressed. Starbucks slayed it. So now I'm gonna quickly set up the food, get my thumbnail, get close-up shots of each item for y'all's viewing pleasure, and then we can start tasting. Okay, y'all, I'm so ready for this. Now, stay tuned because at the end of the video, I'm going to rank every item from 1 to 15. From best to worst, in my opinion. Now, let me just clarify, this is only my opinion, this is my review. No offense to Starbucks if I don't like something, and no offense to any of you if you disagree with me. By the way, I kind of have to take a shit, but I just really don't feel like it right now because I really want to film. So I've just kind of like pushed it back up there. Not with my hand, with my muscles. My anus sphincter muscle. Okay, what should we try first, y'all? Let's do the banana nut bread. Cue the close-up shot. So, like I said before, I have had this in the past. I haven't had it recently though, so I'm so excited to taste it. Oh, so yes, this feels very dense, very heavy and nice, and very cakey but not sticky or dry. It has nuts on the top and inside of it. I'm just gonna take a bite right now. Oh man. Oh, that is so good. It has that perfect classic banana nut bread flavor, but it's so dense in the best way possible. And it's really feeling like this piece could be like a good breakfast with like a coffee if you're into that. I think it's more filling than like a donut. It's really heavy, really delicious, and it really has a mouth-watering texture. That's gonna be real high on my ranking, I feel. So next up, let's try one of the sandwiches. Let's do the simple ham and cheese sandwich. So it is called the ham and Swiss panini. Swiss isn't my favorite cheese. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I am used to it because I am half Cuban, and growing up eating Cuban sandwiches, they always have Swiss cheese in them, so I'm just used to it. I really don't like it when it's not melted though. Like, it needs to be on a sandwich or something. I can't eat it by itself. It's too sour and just like, ugh. I'm just a really basic bitch when it comes to cheeses. Only tame cheeses. Cheddar, mozzarella, Parmesan Reggiano, Asiago Reggiola, any of those can sit with us. And Swiss when she's melted. So the bread is very crusty, very like hard baguette-ish. I feel like a French person would like totally have hard nipples touching this. Because it's so crusty and prosciutto and crouton. Then there's some kind of a spread. I don't know if it's mayonnaise. It might be mayonnaise. I can't tell, it's just kind of soaked into the bread, but it's definitely wet, like there's something there. And then we have a lot of ham. This is actually like really nice quality ham, like you can tell that it's not like that like really processed like cold cut ham. This is like those like real ham pieces. You know what, y'all, I should keep this up, right? Because I know if I don't, y'all are gonna say, Timmy's eating cold food! Okay, y'all, it's really hot. Let's taste it. Oh, it's hot. Oh, see, this is why I don't heat up my food all the time. It's dangerous. What in the hell? I thought that would taste kind of basic because it's just ham and cheese, right? No. So ham to me is very hit or miss. I cannot have ham that is too thick. Like, I don't understand the people that have like a piece of ham with like mashed potatoes and they like cut the ham. That like disgusts me. It's like a ham steak. But this ham was perfectly thin, but not too thin. It kept its quality and it looks kind of dry. It was not dry. The sandwich was perfect. Literally, it didn't even need toppings. Perfect. Flawless. Amazing sandwich. I'm slayed by you. Next up, let's try the old-fashioned donut. So this is it. I don't know what makes it old-fashioned. Maybe they have like a really ancient ass bitch make these things. Starbucks is like, oh no, we're all out of the old-fashioned donuts. We need to make more. Someone that goes from the 1800s. And then she comes and makes these. What a queen. It looks a little dusty. Just kidding, it looks fine. It's super dense. I've never felt a donut this dense. It's really heavy. Let's see how it looks inside. Oh, oh, oh. That is cakey. That is fresh. I am ready. Wow, I can taste the history, y'all. It tastes like a donut, but it's way more dense, way more flavorful actually. It's a lot richer in my opinion than a normal donut. So I don't know if I would want to eat the whole thing because it is so sweet. I think that it's the glaze that's very sweet and it just like really sunk into it. And so if you like really sweet things, you'll love this. It is a little too sweet, but it's amazing. Next up, let's do some egg bites, y'all. Let's do the ham and cheese. I think it's ham and cheese and peppers. This is the one that smells like pizza, like exactly. So good. Now, I don't know if this container is microwavable. I have no clue. So I'm just gonna put these onto a little plate and I'm gonna microwave it. See, y'all, I'm listening. I'm actually microwaving my stuff today. Okay, let's taste these egg bites. Now, like I said, I have had some of the other ones before, not this specific flavor. So let's see how these ones are. Okay, this one tastes like pizza. If you've never had Starbucks egg bites, they're very original and kind of weird, but amazing. The texture is not egg-like. It's very creamy and very soft, almost like an egg flan, if you've had flan, but like salty. That sounds gross, but it's really, really, really good. It just melts in your mouth. And with this one specifically, the flavor of the peppers and the cheese and the ham really gives it a pizza effect. I am truly snatched by these, y'all. Like, these are amazing. The texture could gross some people out because it is so soft, but open your mind, bitch. These are incredible. Next up, let's do one of the cake pops. Let's do the birthday cake flavor because I've had this one so many times. I'm not gonna lie. Oh. Y'all, I've tried cake pops from other places. I've tried to make them before and they're always good, but they're never as good as Starbucks. There's something about the chocolate coating that they use on the outside that stays soft. So good, so creamy, so delicious, and then the cake inside is just like everything. There's nothing like a Starbucks cake pop. If you've never had one, go right now to Starbucks and get one. And also, for people that are trying to like watch what they eat kind of and like not eat too many sweets, this is actually a great dessert for you because it's such a small portion, yet it satisfies that sweet craving. It's perfect. Next up, let's do another sandwich. Let's do the tomato and mozzarella and pesto sandwich. So before I heat it up, I wanna see what's inside exactly. I do see pesto sauce. I see kind of like dried up looking tomatoes, maybe sun-dried, I'm not sure. I'm not the biggest fan of sun-dried tomatoes. I like fresh ones more. And these are looking kind of shriveled up. Not juicy and succulent like this fat ass. And I also see spinach and some fresh mozzarella. So let's go heat this up and let's taste it. Oh my God. Was that the old-fashioned ghost? I smell donuts cooking. It smells amazing, like so good. I usually love everything that has pesto on it. Pesto is such a good sauce. Y'all, I just remembered when I was a kid, I used to like want to try pesto sauce so bad because there was this infomercial. It was like one of those fancy blenders and it showed them making like tons of different sauces and everything can be made in this blender. And they would always make pesto sauce. I always thought it looked so good. And then when I grew up, I finally tried it and it's just as good as I thought. This is really hot. Let's taste it. It's good. It's not amazing. In my opinion, the spinach and the tomatoes just don't taste fresh enough, but the pesto sauce is really, really good and the cheese is great, but it's not bad at all. Like, I would totally eat it. I wouldn't pick it, but if someone bought it for me, I would eat it. Does that make sense? So we'll see where that ends up on the ranking. Next up, we're gonna try the brownie. Ooh, I cannot spill crumbs of this because I have dogs. If you have dogs and you're eating chocolate, be careful. They cannot eat chocolate or onions, or I think onions, I think. We should Google that. And for sure, they cannot eat raisins. Don't let them ever eat raisins, or grapes, I guess, because grapes were raisins when they were young and pretty. Anyways, just watch out for your dog, okay? Thank you. So whenever I eat chocolate, I like eat it over the table, just in case if a crumb does fall, it doesn't fall on the floor. Like that. So this brownie, I can already see like a bunch of like chunks of chocolate. I love it when brownies have like chunks of chocolate and not chocolate chips. It just looks so much more appetizing and like, ooh, y'all, that's a chunk. Let's taste it, y'all. That is delicious. It's not as good as the brownie I had last week, which was Wingstop's brownie. Y'all, Wingstop's brownie was the best brownie I've ever had in my life. I don't know how, it was just so good. This one's amazing, great flavor. My one issue is that I don't think it's chewy enough. I feel like it melts in your mouth too fast. I don't know how to explain it. It just kind of just like melts away into like a liquid instead of like chewing it up and it becoming like a really good texture mixing with your spit. You know what I mean? It kind of went liquid too fast. But it's a very good brownie, very good flavor. And of course, I would eat it any day of the damn week, bitch. Next up, let's do the croissant. And I'm going to microwave it right now so it's nice and warm. Y'all, I'm on point today with my microwave skills. Oh, y'all, it's real hot. Okay, it's a little too hot. Look how soft it is though. But y'all, it's like a damn pillow. So a croissant is, damn, it's like a damn snail, so fluffy. A croissant is like essentially a very buttery, flaky bread, right? And it's kind of sweet too. Look at this. Oh my God, y'all, let's taste this. Oh my God, oh, it's too hot. So the texture is so perfect. It's so doughy inside, I love that. The flavor does taste a little bit like a grilled cheese, which is not a bad thing. It's just unexpected. Next up, let's try the cheese Danish. Now, I have had this before. You know what? I should microwave this one too. It's a little stiff. Ooh, it's really hot. It was in there for like 15 seconds, I think. How is it this hot? Oh yeah. So the cheese filling tastes like actual cheesecake. It tastes so good, so cream cheesy. The texture is so fluffy and airy. And then the actual outside tastes exactly like the croissant. Je m'appelle just like it. It has almost the same grilled cheese buttery flavor on the outside. And with the cheesecakey type of filling, it really works because you get this rich filling and then this salty, fluffy outside, so it's like sweet and salty put together. It's an A+. It is the best cheese Danish of all time, in my opinion. So good, I'm snatched, and I don't know how I'm gonna rank these because everything has been amazing so far. We have 6 items left. We have the lemon pound cake, we have the sugar cookie, we have the chocolate cake pop, the bacon egg bites, the breakfast sandwich, and the chicken bacon sandwich. So next up, let's do the breakfast sandwich. This needs to be heated up for sure, but first let's take a look at what's inside. So okay, we got bacon. We have a perfectly round little scrambled egg type of thing going on there. And I see cheese underneath it. So I think it's pretty simple. The bread is like really crusty in a good way, like very ancient. I'm gonna microwave it, I'll be right back. It's all nice and hot, and it's a lot softer now that it's heated up. So let's try this simple breakfast sandwich. Okay, I got I don't know about this, y'all. The bacon's great. It has great flavor, great texture, not that like cheap, stretchy bacon, you know? Egg is great, very fluffy, not too strong, not overcooked. Cheese is great. The bread, it doesn't taste like a baguette type of bread. It just tastes dusty. Like, in my opinion, it tastes like a dust storm. The fillings are great, the bread is not good. I have had, I think, one other breakfast sandwich from Starbucks, and it was more of a croissant type of bun instead of this, and I remember it was a lot better. So I would suggest a different kind of bread from there. Next up, let's do the sugar cookie. I have never in my life had a Starbucks cookie ever, because I always go for those cake pops, you know? So now half the cookie does have some kind of a white chocolate or like icing on it. And so I'm gonna taste both sides to see which is better and which I prefer. So let's first taste it without. By the way, it's a very soft cookie. It has not gotten hard or anything like that. It's very nice. Let's see. That is so good. It has a very slight lemony flavor. The texture is like amazing. It's that perfect sugar cookie moment. Honestly, it is incredible. Now let's taste it with the frosting stuff on it. It's good. It's a very pleasant icing. It's not overpowering, but I think I do prefer it without. It's just so good. It shines on its own. I really love this cookie. Next up, let's do the other egg bites. This is, I think, bacon and Gruyere cheese. So I'm gonna go and microwave these real quick on a different plate. Okay guys, I got my little egg bites here. So I have had these kinds and I know how good they are. So good. The bacon on top is such good quality and it's so delicious. The Gruyere or whatever it's called cheese, I've never had that cheese by itself before. I don't even know what it is, but all I know is that in this, it's very good. It, like, you can taste it. It does taste kind of weird, like some kind of a weird cheese flavor, but not gross. If I can handle that cheese flavor, anyone can. So next up, let's do the chocolate cake pop. I've only had the chocolate cake pop, I think, one time, and I don't remember what it tastes like. I'm sure it tastes like chocolate. They're really doughy today and sticky. Honestly, I didn't love it. It had a good flavor, but the texture was so sticky and doughy that it was like almost hard to chew. It was like sticking to my teeth. Cake pops aren't supposed to be that doughy. Like, they're supposed to be like really moist cake, you know? Because it's mixed with like frosting. This is too much frosting, I think, that it just turned into almost like a batter. And that might sound good to you, but when it's sticking to your teeth, girl, we don't know her. We have two more items, y'all. We have the chicken bacon sandwich and the lemon pound cake or whatever it's called. So first of all, let's see what's inside, even though we kind of already did. We have like 2 or 3, I think 2 really thick slices of bacon. Like, y'all, they're thick. Oh, and they are folded in half, so it's like a lot of bacon. And then we have a pile of this chicken stuff. It's like chunks of chicken. And then underneath there is some kind of a sauce. It almost looks like Dijon mustard or something like that. It looks like it has like little specks of stuff in it. I don't know. Let's go microwave it and see how it is. Okay, it's nice and warm, not too hot this time. I stopped it a bit early. In my opinion, the chicken kind of smells like, this is gonna sound disgusting. I don't wanna say it. It just sounds really bad. Really dry. It tastes like it smells. Oh my god. Oh my god. No offense to Starbucks, everything has been amazing, but in my opinion, it tastes processed and like strong. It's really dry. The chicken, I don't like the chicken. The bacon could be way crispier. The bread is really dry. I don't like anything about it. In my opinion, it's trash. But everything else has been so good, so who cares if there's one little bad egg in the vajayjay hole. We are at the final item, which I've had before. It is the lemon pound cake thing. Wait, what is it exactly called? Lemon loaf cake, loaf, okay. It's so fun to touch. It's just so moist. And I have had it many times before, but it's never been this thick. Has this beautiful icing on the top. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Oh, you're tickling me. Let's taste it. Oh. 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 Y'all know I'm not the biggest lemon fan when it comes to like candy and things like that. But when it comes to cake and pies and things like that, I love lemon. This is so almost refreshing. It's so good. Anyone that likes pound cake and like lemony flavors will love this. It is so thick, so dense, so filling, so sweet. It's the perfect dessert or breakfast or dinner, whatever. I tasted everything. I'm snatched. Now it's time to rank it all. Okay, you guys, so this side is going to be best and this side is gonna be worst and everything in between. So here we go, let's start ranking. Your house is an ugly shade of pink. Reminds me of a really big pimple popping. Pop, pop!
I promise I'm not trying to be rude. I just really suspect the truth.
Oh, it's my opinion. You can't get mad at my opinion. It's not my fault you've got a trash opinion.
Something smells like ass.
Oh, it's your opinion, okay. I think I have my ranking ready to go. There were so many items, I had to do like a small second row, so it goes from worst, and then it goes like that, and then to there, and then like that. Okay, did you get it? Okay, so in my opinion, worst was the chicken bacon sandwich. Could not stand it, did not like it, did not know her. And then the breakfast sandwich, didn't like the bread. And then the pesto type of tomato mozzarella sandwich, I didn't like the spinach or the tomatoes on it. And then we have the chocolate cake pop, it was just a little disappointing. And now basically everything past this point was like amazing. I just had to rank them, but everything was amazing besides these ones. So then we have the brownie in 10th place. Very good, just not as good as the others. And then we have the old-fashioned donut in 9th place. The bacon egg bites in 8th place. The croissant in 7th place. The birthday cake pop in 6th place. So good. Wait, am I counting this wrong? That must be 7th place then. Okay, I think, yeah. Anyways, the sugar cookie is in 6th place. So good. The ham and cheese sandwich is in 5th place. By far the best sandwich in the whole video. So simple, so delicious, so flavorful. Now, the banana bread, the lemon loaf, and the cheese Danish, I feel are all equal. So this is 4th, 3rd, and 2nd place, but they're all equal, y'all. Honestly, they're so good. And then number 1, I had to give it to the ham and cheese egg bites. It truly tastes like pizza. It's 100% delicious, and I wanna shove this other one in my ass. I'm not going to though, because that's dangerous. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you watched this whole video, you're the truest tomato in all the patch, and so I know who you are. Leave a comment that says your favorite Starbucks food item ever. Not sponsored, by the way. I'm just snatched by Starbucks. Almost everything was so good. Also, to watch my last video, oh yes, I tried to make a BuzzFeed recipe. It was so much fun. Don't forget to subscribe to become a tomato. I'll see you on the next video. I love you so much. It just said it for me. Oh.